First story was posted 2 months ago by a Reddit user named InfinitySR. Memorial Day in Arlington always carried a solemn weight, the air thick with the reverence of the living and the whispers of the past. This particular Memorial Day, however, an undercurrent of synchronicity began weaving its unseen threads through the lives of those in attendance, setting in motion a chain of events that would blur the lines between history and destiny. It started with an innocuous envelope, yellowed with age, found by 10-year-old Emma Waters in the attic of her family's old Victorian home. The house, an inheritance from her great-grandfather, was a treasure trove of historical artifacts. But this letter was different. Addressed to Eleanor L. Waters, the name matched that of her great-grandmother, a nurse during World War II. Emma's father, Michael, had often shared stories about her bravery and the mysterious circumstances surrounding her disappearance in 1945. As Emma carefully unfolded the brittle paper, the elegant script revealed a love letter from a soldier named James. The final line sent a shiver down her spine. "Meet me under the willow tree on Memorial Day. I have something to tell you that will change everything." Emma ran downstairs, the letter flapping in her small hand. "Daddy, look what I found," she exclaimed, thrusting the letter towards him. Michael's eyes widened as he recognized the handwriting, having seen it in old photographs. His pulse quickened as he read the poignant words, feeling a strange sense of urgency. "We need to go to Arlington," he said, his voice barely a whisper. Arlington National Cemetery was a sea of white headstones, each marking a life given for the country. As Michael and Emma walked through the rows, they searched for the willow tree mentioned in the letter. After what felt like hours, they found it, a solitary guardian standing tall near the edge of the cemetery. To their surprise, another family was already there. An elderly woman with kind, weathered eyes sat in a wheelchair, a middle-aged man beside her. The woman, holding a photo of a young soldier, stared intently at the tree. Michael hesitated but felt an inexplicable pull to approach them. "Excuse me," he began. "We're looking for someone too. My great-grandmother Eleanor Waters was supposed to meet someone here. We found a letter." The old woman's eyes sparkled with recognition. "Eleanor was supposed to meet my father James," she said softly. "I'm Margaret, his daughter. He wrote that letter, but Eleanor never came. He waited every Memorial Day until he passed." Michael felt a lump in his throat. "She vanished during the war. We never knew what happened to her." As they stood under the willow, a sense of connection and purpose washed over them. Emma, with the innocence of youth, tugged on her father's sleeve. "Maybe we're supposed to be here now, for them." Just then, a young groundskeeper approached, holding an old leather-bound journal. "I found this buried near the willow tree last week," he said. "I don't know who it belonged to, but something told me to bring it today." Michael took the journal, its cover etched with the initials ELW. He opened it and began to read aloud. The entries detailed Eleanor's time in the war, her deepening bond with James, and finally, the fateful day she was captured by enemy forces, preventing her from ever meeting him under the willow tree. Tears streamed down Margaret's cheeks as she listened. "My father never stopped loving her. This journal, it's like hearing her voice from beyond the grave." In that moment, the air seemed to shimmer with a tangible presence. The families felt the spirits of Eleanor and James united at last. They spent the afternoon sharing stories, bridging the gap between past and present, healing old wounds with newfound kinship. Emma, wise beyond her years, later reflected on the events of that Memorial Day. "It's like they wanted us to find each other," she said to her father as they drove home. Michael nodded, feeling the truth in her words. Synchronicity had guided them to that moment, weaving their destinies together like a masterful tapestry. As the sun set over Arlington, the willow tree stood as a silent testament to a love that transcended time and to the mysterious forces that connect us all, whispering through the ages, bringing together those meant to find one another. Second story was posted 9 years ago by a Reddit user named Little Miss Portia. Remembering this story since it's Memorial Day. My aunt died in an accident. She was dead about 5 days before discovery. This aunt and my mom had decades of beef. Deserved. My mom is problematic. And the day of her death, an alarm started going off somewhere in my parents' bedroom. It was weird. They couldn't find it out. We ignored it. Then, Dad got the call that his sister was dead. And he and my brother and I all went to her funeral, leaving my mother alone because she didn't want to go. Besides the alarm, about 2 hours after we left, the power went out in the house. Then, another alarm started going off in my mom's sewing room. Then, the microwave started beeping. My mom kept calling my dad, but we were in the mountains by now and the reception was bad. Mom eventually found the first alarm. It was a calculator under a rug under her bed, somehow set to go off. I'd never seen that calculator before, and I've never seen a calculator with an alarm function. Second alarm was finally discovered as an old alarm clock my mom had stolen from my aunt over a decade before. One of the old-fashioned ones with bells on it. It had been in a storage box, but somehow made its way to a space in the rafters. After the funeral, in a state about 1,500 miles away, the lights came back on. No explanation found. Microwave beeping with no power in the house has also remained unexplained. The microwave was displaying 6666, which was my aunt's favorite number. I'm absolutely positive my aunt was messing with my mom. If you may wonder about why a departed spirit would spend the time and energy to mess with someone 1,500 miles away, believe me, this is something my aunt would do.